Greetings of the day. Today we are with our new topic, that is, why should you study consumer behavior? Consumer behavior is itself a very interesting topic to teach. But before knowing what exactly we'll do into this, prior we have to know what consumer behavior actually is. So might be you have went to market to buy, let's say, a cold drink. So for you it would have been hard to pick up between Pepsi or Coke sometimes. Why have you picked Pepsi sometimes and why Coke? So to study this thought process is consumer behavior. So let me go across my slides so that you'll be knowing why should we study this, and then ultimately we'll end up understanding what consumer behavior is. So basically we'll start our story with an online brand which is selling its shoes at 40% off. So they say that they have crafted this for adventurous rides, the exploring nature, and that fits well with casual. So these are the best shoes people can buy. So my question is whether you would like to buy watching this ad or not. Maybe you'll buy it and maybe you won't. The question is this content is well enough to force you to buy shoes? No? Then why? Yes? Then obviously it's one of the behavior which you are showing towards this advertisement. Brand never really understood your consumer at all, and that's why the shoes advertisement is not apt. We have to deep dive to understand what is missing in this ad. Why sometimes people fail to understand that what their consumer wants. So to study that, we need to deep dive into consumer behavior. The world is selling not just product, but they are selling emotions, dreams, and stories. So a shoe which is being shown there, it's not only selling a product so that you can offer what specifications or what are the specialties of that shoes are, but basically these shoes sells dreams of becoming world's best athlete, an emotion of exploring places where people will go and do adventure, and the stories which will be associated with these adventures. Probably that's why Woodland sells adventurous shoes and Bata deals into formal shoes. So brands have their own story. But the question comes, how brand can understand what story to tell and to which customer? That's an interesting take. And that's why consumer behavior is very much important while selling goods or services as well. As per a research done by Harvard Business Review, 72% of new products fail because companies misunderstand their consumers. Failing to understand that consumers actually break up the sync, and people or companies, they fail to make products as per their need. While I've read somewhere that marketing is not about only satisfying need, but it creates needs as well. So for creating needs, we need to understand first of all our customers, what exactly their needs are. On the other hand, Almin Trust Barometer 2022 says that customers say that the brand have a deciding factor in their decision making of buying a goods. So you're not just buying a cold drink, you're buying Pepsi. You're not just buying a shoe, you're buying Bata. So brands have their own significance. Brands mold out consumer behavior. So we understand that branding is one of the most important part while designing consumer behavior, but it's not all. Meet Ria. She's a young entrepreneur. She has just done her master's and she has launched an organic skin brand. Her target is 18 to 24-year-old people and her pricing is premium. So this was all about her business. But unluckily, business is not doing well. Now let's pause for a minute and try to find out what mistakes she is making. And we'll analyze these mistakes as well. And while analyzing these mistakes, we'll need to find out what exactly things could have been done better into these areas. So let us follow the next slides to understand the problems which Ria had done and what are its solution. So Ria, she has launched an organic skincare, but she failed to understand that the target group which she's targeting is 18 to 24-year-old, and this group actually cares about the proof of social media, the social proof. They are interested to know about the ingredients They are not interested to know whether the product is organic or not, but they care pricing as well. So Ria's product is a premium pricing product which does not suit 18 to 24. So target was not appropriate, and even the way to target this particular age group was not fair enough. This age group believe into social proof, so that means they need brand endorser. So Ria has to understand the pain points of the target group which she is targeting. So 18 to 24 believe into understanding social media influence. They are price sensitive as well because they are not earning, they are dependent on somebody else for their expenditures. So they are price sensitive. And she relaunched this brand, adjusting the price. She has collaborated with various Instagram influencers, and boom, her sales tripled in 6 months. So that's what Ria understood about consumer behavior of 18 to 24 age group. And by understanding them, she has rebranded, or you can also reframe it that she relaunched her brand. Moral of the story: when you know what your customer feel, thinks and aspire, you don't sell them, you connect with them. So you bring out a story, you bring out a thought process wherein you understand what your consumer actually need. And when you believe that what they actually need, you try to sell them an emotion and story, a need, aspire. Sometimes customers does not only think about need, but they also think how this need is been fulfilled. So maybe Gillette razor is perfect for them, and they don't believe of buying other brand because they are connected with it. This connection can be of social proofs. This connection can be of aspiration which has been developed with that brand. People buy Apple and people buy Samsung as well. They are hooked with Android phone. They are hooked with Apple iMac. So it's not only about particular brand, but it is also about how much connected a customer, a client with that brand is. So why should we learn consumer behavior? Just a quick recap. It's to find why people buy and what they buy. So a motivation to buy a brand, and this motivation is asking them to buy brand or not branded products. How emotions secretly control your shopping decisions. So this was told earlier also, that emotions ask you to buy goods or product. Why two identical products can have different success stories just because of consumer perception. So it's not about copying a brand or a product, but it is also about understanding your customer. So maybe for a particular product you have two different brands, but the success story cannot be the same. So maybe in a market you went to buy a laptop, you aspire to take a Dell laptop, but your connections or your feelings with HP will not be the same. So maybe you will be buying Dell because you are more connected with it. You connect your success stories with them. Remember the ads of Fair and Lovely, which is now Pure and Lovely, wherein a simple cosmetic cream is talking about aspirations. Aspiration of a girl to look beautiful by looking fair. And by using that fairness cream, she not only looks good, but she get a job into as an air hostess, and also in the evening she gets proposal to get married. So this is all about aspirations. These aspirations forces people to buy goods. They correlate with their stories, and this is all about consumer behavior. So we need to understand these all questions which are mentioned here, and we need to understand their emotions as well and why they buy a good. So is it about a story, aspirations, motivation, perception? There are various elements. In our next video, we'll go through these elements and we'll understand how these elements forces people to buy goods. Till then, keep sharing this video and like this video. Thank you.